So a lot depends on the market. If this sells, then this one might take priority and start to catch up to that one. If it's a standard specs.
So you haven't sold it yet?
We have not sold it, no. We do have interest in it, but nothing yet, no.
You say you have more interest in this side than this side?
It changes on a weekly basis.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So, the market sometimes will drive what our position's going to be.
Yeah.
But as of right now, that's our main focus, and we're going to push it. So, there'll be days, we kept this driveway the way it was so we can park. We've had nobody on the street. We've been trying to keep the weeds down as much as we can, at least on this side of the silt fence.
Yeah.
So our guys will continue to park up there, but you will see some days where there's a good amount of guys here so that we can move fast.
Yeah, but the driver will come like this. It looks like.
Right now we're coming straight up.
Yeah.
But that tree.
And then you're making the sort of parking area here.
Yeah, but this might even slide over because that tree is going to end up coming down.
Yeah.
It's too big. It doesn't work with the grade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But now we're playing with this. We might slide this over. We don't love this. Doesn't feel that great. We've kind of laid it out and walked it isn't. So we're not sure. But the driveway will end up somewhere in here and have a parking area and shoot around. The only thing you guys are really going to see is there's a small retaining wall that we need to support some of the grade that will be very nice to look at.
So it's part of the driveway?
Yeah,
it's basically around the driveway.
It's basically part of the driveway. To retain that material.
And then
we'll
you're
have
putting
a
in a
landscape
pool,
plan.
or you're not putting in a pool, or you don't know yet.
We will not. If somebody wants to, it's approved for it, but we typically don't.
Okay.
Because some people don't want it. It's too big. It's too small. I don't like the location. It's not worth the hassle.
On the other side are you gonna, what should I say, grade it up a little bit on the back there as well? Is that gonna go up, or is that flat?
It's going to stay. It's going to go about 4 inches bigger than that. Yeah, higher than that. That's it. That's where our septic goes in the back. So you can see we've kind of staked off an area. So we really can't touch any of that. We removed some trees over here to allow the septic to go in.
Yeah.
But we can't. So this will just get graded out nice and flat.
Okay.
And remain as is, which is another reason why the house is sitting the way it is, because the old house, the backyard was higher than the front.
Right.
So we had to change that from water. The town won't allow that. So it's minimal, but it should all work.
Right.
Our goal is to keep this tree as well. We're going to clean it up a little bit, but
That's a nice tree.
yeah, we all like it very much. So that might also depend on where the new house goes.
Yeah.
This house here, we want to put it in a place where the tree is not blocking the entire view.
See, we had actually, I took down because probably 15 feet on my property was all grown and trees and everything was, of course, before this happened. Now I'm thinking, shit, why did I cut those trees down? Because that would have given me some.
Yeah, but a lot of them, were dead.
Yeah, no, I know, but there was some other stuff there as well. So we just kept, and it was not very nice. Most of the trees were not very nice.
Yeah.
But there were some pine trees and some other things that would have given some coverage as well. And it doesn't look like with the 15 feet or whatever, there won't be anything.
We might. We're going to plant back there.
Yeah.
You see that large oak tree is kind of standing by itself now?
Yeah.
We have a plan to screen. We want to screen the park a little bit there.
Yeah.
So we might end up coming down that whole side with something. We left some pretty big trees there.
Yeah.
So we don't need to screen the entire thing. But if there's some open areas that, even from the new house, will look right into your backyard, we'll do our best to screen that as well. Yeah. Because you don't want to see it, and a new buyer's not going to want to see it.
They want to see it.
Exactly. A new buyer's not going to want to sit in their living room and be staring in your pool.
That's what I mean.
So we'll look. We have a landscape designer that we'll do some specimen trees along the front. We have to sell it, and it's going to be sold for a good number. So we have to make it look as good as we can.
Yeah.
That's the plan, at least.
Yeah. How tall is this house?
The house to the midpoint of the roof.
Like this one roughly?
Yeah, we're following the same guidelines. So they're probably 30 feet.
So
to
3
the midpoint
stories.
of the roof. Yeah, we'll be 2.5 stories, and we'll be about same thing, probably 29, 30 feet to the midpoint of our roof.
Is that max? 30 feet? Is that max?
I think it's 35, isn't it?
Yeah, we're
35.
a little on.
Yeah, Brian has a picture of it.
We never try to.
Yeah, we take into consideration the massing of it. So we're basically showing
okay.
like 2 floors, and then this will be your highest point. So we're measuring to that. It's called the midpoint of the highest roof line.
Okay. And bedrooms and stuff will be where? On the front or the back or on the sides or?
Well, second floor. They're all spread.
Yeah.
Yeah, the master's on the back left here, and then it has all guest rooms throughout.
Because what do you know already? What windows will go up my way? I don't have that many windows myself.
We do have a plan. Yes.
Actually, the way that it's situated right now is actually quite.
I'm sorry, I'm taking it.
Quite good actually.
Yeah,
Because it's between the pool and the house.
I have an elevation of that side I could send you.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
great.
This was just a rendering, but
Yeah.
Do you have a floor plan too?
I do.
Because that would be just so you know, I have an idea what that will be.
Yeah.
It'd be-
No,
that
we
would
have
be great.
all that's on town record. So floor plans, windows, all that. So I could share that with you. No, not a
Right.
problem.
Right. Okay. Are you covered pretty well now with the drainage and everything? Are you?
I don't. I mean, I don't know. I just
I'm
wanted
no
them to see what the
engineer, so-
what the
Well, I
concerns
mean, these
were.
plans go through our engineer. We
Yeah.
submit it to the town
Yeah.
with a drainage report,
tree
storm
cell.
Right,
drainage
right.
report.
Yeah.
So
And you
I
build
mean,
it-
it's-
And what
bunch
kind of
houses
commitment do
here
you
in town,
have
I'm sure.
post sale? I mean, if something goes wrong with the road or something because of something that you've done, what kind of commitment do you have to the
we're gonna
fixing
be,
any
we're
problems
gonna be
that
doing
might?
7 country roads. So
I know.
We're going to be here.
I know,
So,
that's what I'm saying.
You know,
Yeah.
we don't build and leave.
Okay.
We have a 1-year warranty on all of our houses. So, I mean, whenever there's any issue, we always address it. So neighbors are obviously important to us. So we're going to be here for X amount of time. So last thing we want is to disturb anyone or anything.
And we're in town. We've been here 14 years. We've built 60 homes in Westport. We're not going anywhere, so we want everyone to be happy. If there's a problem, if there's a depression or something wrong with the speed bump,
Yeah.
we'll work to repair it.
Yeah. I have another question. This is obviously also something that you don't have to deal with. But are you planning on putting these in the ground here?
We can't put these in, but we will connect to the house underground. Yes. Yeah, to put these underground that means the whole neighborhood needs to go under, and it's a big.
Would it be?
We're,
Because I would be very interested in getting my side.
You could look at it. You could look
Done.
at it. I mean, we're doing it on Hills Point Road. We're doing a project in Greenwich right now. We're working on it with Eversource.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not? Why?
It takes coordination with the town, with the neighbors. There's costs involved. There's engineering involved.
Certain
Yeah.
utility companies own the poles, own the rights. You got to work with everyone, and it's not hard getting all Frontier, Eversource
Right.
working together.
I mean,
So-
it's worth a discussion if you want. I mean, on the pole, like Brian said, you have cable, phone, and power. So you're dealing with Cablevision, Eversource, I don't know the phone company,
Frontier.
probably now.
Yeah.
So it's getting all of them involved, and who owns
Yeah.
the pole?
Hi.
What's the cost? Hello.
I'm sorry.
How are you, Frank DeLuca?
Anna-Kajsa Engström.
Nice to meet
Lars
you.
is my
Yes,
husband.
Lars.
Hi.
Brian, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you
It's
too.
worth a discussion. My guess would be it's
I figured I would
100.
just ask because if you were to do this, and I would like to do outside.
Well,
of my
we're
house.
not doing. We're not bringing. We're only bringing from
No,
the
I heard-
pole to the house.
I heard that. Yeah.
So you're taking from the pole and you're going underground. You're not going to have wires going from the pole to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
But they're
typical
not
for
gonna.
us.
I was
Yeah.
just wondering because if you build a house like this, if it was my house, we bought an older house, but this house would be, if it was me, I would be like, put this in the ground because they're going to be looking out straight out from this as well, and that will be right in their sight line.
Yeah.
Well, unless you put up
walk out the
trees,
door-
yeah.
As you walk out the door,
Yeah, we'll plant it.
because this is lower, as you can see.
Well,
So
yes,
when
and
they-
this
when they
this
start-
has a habit of catching fire, unfortunately.
Well, that's why Eversource wanted them down.
Yeah.
They didn't like the trees were surrounding them. The trees were overgrown. So they basically they reached out to Sam actually, and we were finishing Sam's house, and Sam called me and said, "Hey, they wanted the trees down." I said, "You don't own the property anymore. Why are they calling you?"
Yeah.
He said, "Well, they had my number because he dealt with it for many years." And I said, "Guys, whatever you recommend." I said, "Well, just tell us what you want." So they came and took them all down. And we're working with, even though the town doesn't designate this area, Brian and I are going to work with Bruce, who's the tree warden, who we know very well, just to kind of see what would he recommend being planted
Yeah,
here.
because we understood that the town regulations are if you take down trees, you have to put up trees.
Correct, on a town road. That's 100% correct. Take down one, you put up two, or you pay a fee for it, which we always do with them. But here, I even called Bruce and said, "Hey, Bruce, I'd love you to come out." He goes, "Frank, I have no jurisdiction there. Not a town-owned road. I can't help
Right,
you."
right.
He said, I'll give you guidance, but normally they would kind of help, and we pay for 4. He
Yeah.
might want a bigger tree. They throw in some money because he might want to hide the pole or something like that. But
I was surprised you took down that gorgeous big magnolia that was
Yeah.
on the side of the property. Right where you dumped the concrete thing to the ground.
Yeah, there's a beautiful magnolia
Well,
tree
there's
there.
gonna be another house there.
At that line?
yeah, near it.
Estimated right by there.
Near it,
Okay.
the amount of excavation we need to dig to put the foundation in, the hole needs to be about 15 feet bigger for safety,
Okay.
for OSHA, and then drainage and electric and water. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but we do try to save some of the specimen ones as much as we can,
And the big trees.
and some of the big ones. But even some of the big ones sometimes aren't. We saved that one with kind of the vines growing up it,
Yeah.
and then a branch almost fell on one of the guys when they were framing the foundation.
Yeah.
We had a big branch fall that's still actually laying there.
Yeah.
So
They're big.
yeah, it's safety.
I have a question for you because we have some trees in the back there, which is not on the property. And I don't know, is it town land behind this
No,
property?
it's
To the left
it's
is.
an, oh
To the
yeah,
left
the
it
ball
is? To
To
fields.
the left is, yeah, that's it. No, behind us is owned by,
Dover Road, probably right.
yeah, Mary Salerno is her name. Mary's in the back, town of Westport is to the left, right behind you guys. That's the line.
Right.
You own the front, they
Yeah.
own like the back, probably 75
So I
feet.
have a question. It's kind of unrelated to this project, but I'm sure you guys have run into it anyway.
Is that only one of the
that are here,
properties?
but
Yeah.
are hanging over
They
your
haven't done this
property,
one yet.
Because I have my, I have my.
But I
pool
was
there,
wondering
and
where they're going to put the.
Yep.
They don't know. They
there's
haven't
some
even
big
started
trees
thinking
right,
about it.
right
apparently.
back there as well that I would like to
Oh,
take
they're
down.
gonna
But if
be
they're
pulled.
if they're on
Town property.
Town property.
If they
Is
hang
there-
over
is
your
there any-
property, you
yeah.
can limb them. You have the right to
You
limb them
can.
for safety, yes. You should call Bruce. We should give...
And who will do I do it,
You
or
do that.
does the town have to do it?
you,
or
no, you would do it.
I
Yeah.
do it.
If you drew a line from your property line up, you have the ability to shave anything down. We do it all the time. You
Okay.
have to.
Yeah, that's what I. That's
Oh,
what I was
you're allowed
asking
to do
because
that?
I
You are
figured
allowed to do
maybe
that, yes.
You have similar situations
If-
from that.
Yeah, so we did the same thing. Any branch that was hanging over that's not ours, we just trimmed the branch back. And
I see.
It's more of a safety issue, just like you said. A big, like I'm
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
a 30-foot branch fell,
Yeah.
could have hurt a guy. So,
Yeah.
we do it.
Yeah.
We do it for aesthetics, but it also has to make sense.
Yeah.
If a tree's dead, that's
Yeah.
not yours. I would
Yeah.
call Bruce. Bruce would
Yeah.
come out and say, "You're right. I'll clear these 4 or 5 out." He'll give you the approval to do that. The tree warden.
Okay.
He has the jurisdiction over any town tree.
Okay.
He's a great guy. He's actually right in town hall down the street.
Yeah.
If you ever wanted to go in and talk to him, he's really, we've
What's
dealt
his last name? Bruce what?
Bruce Lindsay.
Lindsay.
We've dealt with 3 tree wardens in town. He is by far the nicest, cooperative young guy.
Yeah.
You know, wants to help. He's been very good for the town.
Okay. All right.
Seriously,
Okay.
that's good to know.
So again, like we said, we're trying to keep everybody on the driveway. We will bring some dirt on the road. We're trying to sweep it as best we can.
Yeah.
My husband mentioned that in the beginning, due to safety for kids and so, you said you're going to put up a fence, I think. Is that the fence?
That's a silt fence the town requires, so no dirt will slide off onto the road.
Okay.
We talked about putting up a fence, and aesthetically, we're not so sure what we're going to do yet.
Okay. No, I
'Cause in
thought
order
it
for
was
it-
just during the construction you would have it up.
Well, yeah, we would, but we talked about, in order to make it safe, we basically have to fence the entire property. Otherwise, that's you're
Yeah.
talking a $30,000 cost, which it's really not required for the town. So, we have signs up.
Yep.
We try to keep the site clean, but
Yeah.
there is nothing saying that we can keep,
I just wondered because he asked me to ask
Do you have a plan for this side yet, or no?
not yet.
So you don't know where it will be.
We have an
Sitting on the
idea,
property.
kind of site. It's going to stay within line of that house, but no, we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know design, location, size.
So you're not going to push it way back. You're going to have it more in the front.
Yeah, our goal is to give them the best backyard that we can. So, and we might, we have, like I said, we have people with interest, and it might be a 4,500 square foot house that gets put there because they want a bigger yard. We don't know.
But have you considered if it's going to be one driveway up or 2?
It will be 2.
Okay.
It'll be 2. Yeah, this one's probably going to stay almost close to where it is because this garage faces here, right where that ladder is,
Yeah.
facing this way, and these garages will probably face that same direction. They might face each other. We don't know yet. We're not sure. This tree will designate, it's kind of hard to put a driveway in right here to save that tree. So it looks like it's going to go, probably where the rock or the mailbox is. We'll pull it off the property line. But we typically want to have a driveway at least 50, 75 feet away from another one. You never want to have them too close, like those 2 are there. We'd like to slide that away from yours a little bit if we could.
Yeah. Yeah. I was a little bit surprised and not so happy with the house being as close.
I know, and I have a feeling this one's going to be really close to us,
Yeah. I
too.
mean, it's as far away from you as we can make it for a driveway. We have a 30-foot driveway,
Yeah.
which basically hits the property line,
Yeah.
that black line,
Yeah.
and then the width of the house, and then 17 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you could have chosen to do the driveway up on that side as well.
Yeah, but then it also involves more clearing and affects the drainage plan. You're right. I mean, every change you make is a trickle effect, and it affects 5 other things. So that's what we have to take into consideration. So we're trying to bring the driveway in the middle and then slide it around the side.
Okay. And you're
Alright,
gonna
so-
start framing next week or so, you think?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll hear some nail guns going off. We'll
Yeah.
abide by the town ordinance and everything.
Yeah.
Guys will work on Saturday. Nobody works on Sundays typically.
When did they come in on Saturday? We're not typically here on
Uh,
Saturday. I
They
just want to
were
know.
here very early last
Usually,
Yeah, it's
usually
tough for us
8 to
because
5.
weekends are when we have, you know, my daughter's having a baby and